Good morning from Panajachel, or Pana for short, which will make life a lot easier for me. Before we start this video, I want everybody to leave a comment below wishing this guy a very happy 35th birthday. Today we are going to absolutely spoil ourselves for this special occasion, starting with breakfast. We picked out a restaurant, but turns out it's closed. However, I did pick out a second choice, so we're gonna head there now and hope it's open. How was your birthday breakfast?
Excellent. With each of the ingredients, they were really good on their own, so you can just have it on the plate, but by having the tortillas, you can kind of make your own little tiny breakfast tacos, and it just made for a really cool experience, so I really enjoyed that. And I think probably one of the best things was for all of that was 60 quetzal, which is super cheap considering just how much food you get, and you get coffee included. So breakfast and my birthday is off to a very good start.
What do you want to do now?
More coffee?
Like a bougie coffee?
Yeah.
I suppose we could treat you to that.
Yay!
Today only.
Yay!
And how was that?
I think that is one of the best flat whites that we've had, and we're keeping track of them in a Google Notes, and this one's definitely going on the list.
Awesome. So what's next?
Well, we're having a relatively chill day today, so I think we're just going to head down to the lake and see what it's all about.
Those views were lovely, but it'd be great to learn a little bit more about the local area, so we are going to this museum to find out a bit more.
We've just finished our visit in the museum, and let me tell you, it is a small museum, but it is absolutely packed with information about how Lake Atitlan was formed from the volcanoes. And it talks about human history in the area, particularly focusing on the Mayans, as well as the arrival of the Spanish. And I really enjoyed seeing the beautiful Mayan pottery. I would love to have a piece of real Mayan pottery or a few pieces in my home to use as like a utensil crock or a blanket holder, just as general decor instead of having to purchase replicas, but that will never happen. But it was absolutely gorgeous and incredible to think that these pieces of pottery were found in Lake Atitlan.
Yeah, I think I had learned a little bit about the Mayans and the Aztecs. It used to be around Central America, but really it was only kind of a foundational level. It was never kind of an in-depth thing, and certainly my impression was that there had only been these kinds of civilizations for maybe a couple of hundred years prior to the arrival of the Spanish. What I didn't realize is that actually these lands have been inhabited for more like thousands of years. And there is evidence of that is displayed in this museum. So getting to know more about that, getting to know about the different tribes that made up the Mayan peoples in this area as well, and then understanding exactly what happened when the Spanish came really helped to get a better picture of this area, what the history is about, and also the fact that the descendants of those tribes still live here on the shores of this lake to this day. So this was really cool.
It was really cool. But now I think that we're going to head up Calle Santander, which is the main shopping street, and I can't wait to go and have a look at what they have to offer. But we're not going to buy anything because we have no extra money.
No space.
Santander, and it's about a half-hour walk to a nature reserve, which we've been told is one of the must-sees while you're here. So we are just stopping by to grab a quick smoothie to help keep us fueled for the walk. Here at Atitlan Nature Reserve. Tickets are 80 quetzals per person. Now we've got tickets, let's go. Just been inside their butterfly house here, and you come in and you can just see hundreds of them, and they are all pretty sizable and all absolutely gorgeous. That was a lovely way to start our time here at the Nature Reserve.
Yeah, that was a strong start, and my favorite butterfly was also the biggest butterfly, and it was kind of beige in background color, but then had all kinds of blue markings with these dots that looked like eyes, and you told me something about it.
Yeah, apparently they're supposed to look like owl's eyes as a sort of camouflage so that it wards predators off against eating it, which is just a genius adaptation.
All of them were gorgeous, but that one was especially gorgeous.
And now it's time to check out the rest of the reserve. just like that, after about 2 hours, we have now wrapped up our time here at the Nature Reserve. And honestly, this has managed to exceed even my expectations. I think it's been very well put together in terms of the trails, in terms of making sure that there are various ways of seeing as much nature as you possibly can. And based on the amount that we got to see, including the butterflies, the monkeys, the waterfalls, the amazing views of the volcanoes and the lake and everything like that, this was well worth the 80 ketels per person that we ended up spending on this.
This was my favorite thing that we did all day, and if I were recommending one thing for people to do when they came to Pana, this would definitely be it. I really enjoyed myself. I thought the hike through the rainforest was absolutely beautiful. I loved that we got to see animals, and I had a great time.
But now we're going to head back before figuring out what we want to do for dinner.
We will let you know what we decide.
We've come back and it turns out that we are a bit more tired than we expected. We don't usually stay out all day. So rather than going out for dinner, we are just going to stay in. So we swung by a grocery store on the way home and this is what we got. Some Coke Zero to keep me awake. We're now 2 hours behind where we used to be and it's completely ruining my sleep schedule.
We woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and it is now 5 p.m. and we've been out all day, so we're exhausted.
I mean, you gotta have alcohol to celebrate as well, so here's a beer.
Cheers to your birthday.
Thanks.
A bag of peanuts, 2 pots of hummus, and some tortilla chips to go with it. And for dessert, some apples. And because it's Nick's birthday, some chocolate to celebrate too. This is what we would refer to as a picnic style dinner. We're feeling lazy and don't want to cook. But because it is Nick's birthday, we kind of just want some chill time, the two of us. So we're going to call it a night.
So until next time, take care.
And keep smiling.